What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Archon, a Vault Tour game from day one at Gen Con 2019. On the left we have Sean, on the right we have James. If you haven't already seen him, we posted a few matches from this Archon tournament. They're in a playlist at Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. You can also see all the sealed Vault Tour coverage for Gen Con there, and Origins, and other tournaments, all at Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube and playlists. If you want to check out their deck list, they are in the description below. We have James starting off with Mother. Then we have Sean dropping down 2 Dust Imps and a Toxin. Not a bad start there, but Mother. First turn Mother. Oh, hate when my opponent gets that, but I do love when I start with it. It's amazing. So let's see how James follows this up here. Sounds like he's hinting on a Mars turn here. Yep. And he's going Phosphorus Stars. So that stuns each non-Mars creature, then he'll gain 2 chains. Might have trouble seeing James' keys here. Doesn't look like camera was lined up correctly here. Maybe it'll get fixed, hopefully later in the match. So we have a Bolter and a Chuff Ape. Chuff Ape coming into play stunned, has Taunt. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell. We will have matches coming up from day 2 on the channel shortly that were not on Fantasy Flight Games stream. So if you're looking to check out some other matches, make sure you stick around the channel for that. We have Carlo Phantom coming into play, followed by Naughty the Thief. No artifacts following up Carlo yet to do some stealing. Alright, we have Mother getting rid of the stun on the Logos turn here for James. He's going to follow up with a second Mother and a Twin Bolt Emission and taking another Amber. Or his only Amber, I guess. Okay, at least we can see his Amber pile. That's good. And he deals a couple damage there to get rid of both Shadows creatures on the other side. And he's going up to 8 cards there with the Mothers in play. Dirty. So over to Sean, dropping a Ghostly Hand in, getting 2 Amber and stealing the 3rd from James, who only had 1 Amber in his pool. Second Ghostly Hand. Gross. And yes, Sean does have 2 Ghostly Hands in his deck. He's got Bait and Switch in there. I don't see it too much to protect, though, in his Shadows lineup, which is interesting. But his Untamed lineup, he has double Witch of the Eyes, double Hunting Witches. He's got a Dust Pixie in there and a Pensy, 2 Regrowths. That's a little gross. All right, we got Archon coming in on the other side doing a steal. And we got a Relentless Whispers. So destroying a Dust Imp, which is an interesting choice. I would have destroyed my own Archon in this case. So he gives Sean a couple Amber, but then steals 1. And we got a Booby Trap, which I need to read the text on because I forget how much damage it's doing. Deal 4 damage to a creature that is not on a flank with 2 splash. So Sean gets some Amber off that play from another Dust Imp dying. Then we have a Speech Sigil coming down, which I'm not sure why he didn't start with that, so he gets the Urchin in ready so that he could reap. But a little out of order there, I think. Oh, it looks like he did miss the Dust Imp there. So they're just double checking how much Amber each player got on that turn and making sure it's correct. Looks like they're tied at 5 apiece. Oh, nope. Sean got an extra 2. Yeah, he forgot a Dust Imp. I thought so. I just wasn't sure what he started off the turn at, but he goes up to actually 7. James is at 5. So Sean should be foraging here. Yeah, which is an interesting choice. That's why I'm not sure James was smart to destroy. With that Relentless Whispers, I would have hit my own Urchin. Just so I didn't give him that Amber to get him on a KeyForge already. So we have an Ember Imp dropped on the other side, reducing James to playing 2 cards a turn. Unless he can get rid of that Ember Imp. Schuler coming in to steal 1, bringing James down to 4. And then we have a Lash Book of Dreams just being played. And it looks like the Speed Sigil was forgotten. I think. Nope. Yes, it was. Yeah, he got the Amber from Schuler, but he should have got one off the Amber and Reaping, and you hear Sean grunting, wishing he remembered it. But also James didn't use it last turn correctly, so let's see if they can remember it going forward. I've forgotten it many times myself, so I cannot knock them at all. But it is something that does get messy if both players aren't paying attention. So I think it was a Positron Bolt played there to do some damage. Take out the Ember Imp. Then we have a Time Traveler coming in, gaining an Amber, drawing 2 cards. He comes into play ready, off of Speed Sigil. And he's going to use the action to shuffle him back in. Did he just draw into Help from Future Self? Because it looks like he wasn't sure about that, but then he looked at his cards he drew, and maybe he got it. James is also packing an Effervescent Principle for some Amber control, so we'll see how if that comes into play at some point during this match. And no too much to protect in his Shadows lineup either, but he does have double Miasma. So Brain Eater coming into play exhausted. He'll draw a card, so he's definitely has a library access going, I think. See if that is in his list. Yes, he does. Yeah, we just didn't see it. So Help from Future Self. Yeah, he's supposed to draw a card first for playing the card. He gets the Amber, draws the card. Oh no, Library Access is on the bottom of the deck. So he didn't have Library Access. He just accidentally drew like he thought he had Library Access, I guess. So he let him just put the card back. He's going to search with the Help from Future Self. Get the Time Traveler. They'll shuffle up. That's a little awkward. Yeah, because we just saw Library Access in the deck. And there's the Time Traveler, gaining an Amber, coming into play, drawing 2 cards. Twin Bold Emission, gaining an Amber, 2 damage to the Urchin and Schuler, taking them both out. James going up to 9 Amber. I'm sure he might reap with his mothers too. It is Archon. They have looked at each other's deck list, so James knows what's in there. He's going to Neutron Shark. Comes into play, kills the Lash and the Neutron Shark. He still should flip a card off the top of the deck, though, if he didn't already. And look if it's Logos or non-Logos, and then it would continue the effect. Oh, the effect would just burn, but he still discard the card. So here we go. Bait and switch. Stealing 2 for Sean. Sean's still in the lead, has a key. James has not forged a key yet. That I know of. I don't think so. And I think a Nerve Blast steal there. Gets James down. Then Silvertooth will come into play ready. Off his own effect or Speed Sigil. Doesn't matter, but does do a Reap with him. And can't get James off check, so he will forge for his first key. But Sean is in check for key number 2. So James has to worry about that. And now is when you'd want to pop a Effervescent Principle if he has it. He only has 1 Urchin in the deck. He has an Umbra, so he could bring an Umbra in and do, off of Speed Sigil, do a Fight with Steel. So he does a Booby Trap, archives a card. He did go Shadows. And Miasma to prevent Sean from forging, so he buys himself some time here. And that's all he does, just to stop the forge. Just open and draw into the Effervescent Principle, I'm sure. They're having some fun here, making some mistakes, laughing it off. It's all good. We all make mistakes. We appreciate both these guys for playing on camera, that's for sure. We can all learn from their mistakes, so we can all get better at KeyForge. But Sean wanted to take his creature out of play, I don't know why. But no Forge, because Miasma. And we got Witch of the Eye coming into play ready off of Speed Sigil. Hunting Witch, though, coming into play exhausted. Dust Pixie getting 3 Amber total off the Hunting Witch plus the Dust Pixie's 2 pips there. And we got Ritual Balance coming into play. If your opponent's at 6 or more, you can steal 1. And there's the Witch of the Eye doing a Reap, looking for a card in the discard pile to return back to hand. And he grabs a Nerve Blast. So obviously no untamed cards in there he wants to grab or play this turn. So he's going to set up for a better Shadows turn next turn. And he passes, sitting on, looks like 10 Amber. Looking for key number 2. Over to James, sitting on 2 Amber. Has to try to deal with that. Does he have his second Miasma in hand to stall again? Does he have Effervescent Principle to make Sean lose 5 Amber and get him off check? With his double Mothers, his archiving, his extra draw off his double Time Traveler he hit there. He doesn't have 2 in the deck, but he did get him going twice. Did he get that Effervescent Principle? Nope, he's going Mars here. So another Bolter. Great card with Speed Sigil. I have a deck with like 3 of those guys in Speed Sigil. I love it. And we got the Marauder coming in, capturing 3 since there are 3 other ready Mars creatures when he enters play. That does not stop Sean from foraging, but does give the Marauder up to 5 power. Chuff Ape will get rid of the Reap. We got Bolter, Reaping, and destroying the Hunting Witch, purging it. And Reaping and purging the Dust Pixie. It's a good call, I think. So no loop happens. We know he has 2 regrowths in the deck. And a Jammer Pack raising key cost, actually. And that's by 2, right? Let me just double check. Spin a bit. Yep, 2. So that does stop Sean from forging next turn. And we got Squawker, so he can ready up a Mars creature or stun a non-Mars creature. And he does the Bolter to Reap, do 2 damage to the Witch of the Eye. Gets him to 7. He's in check. And another Squawker. Wow. Speed Sigil, 2 Squawkers in Mars. Speed Sigil Mars in general is just amazing. This guy's got 2 Squawkers. Wow. I did not catch that. Yeah, double Squawker, 2 Bolters. It's got a Mind Warper in there too, and a Grabber Jammer. So Mars make bad allies. He's going to purge the 2 cards in his hand there. And he gains 2 Amber for that. But he does empty his hand out and gets a draw up to 8. Craziness. So James says he's going to be mad if there's too much Protect in Sean's deck, and said he just remembered it's in there. But I'm looking at the deck list, and it's not in there. So he's just maybe getting confused with another deck list he looked at a previous match. So I'm sure Sean's grinning inside thinking, yeah, sure I have too much Protect. But obviously it didn't stop James from going too high, so bluffing it isn't going to help him really. So Sean's going to go Shadows here. Silvertooth will Reap. And then we got Nexus coming into play. And yes, he is readied. He will Reap. And he can't really use Speed Sigil, so it doesn't matter. Nerve Blast is going to steal 1. He does 2 on the Marauder. He's trying to get that Amber back eventually, but that's it. Going to be it for the turn. Ends himself at 10. James forges key number 2. And still has 4 Amber remaining. So now James is in the lead. Does he have another Miasma again to stall a turn? Does he have some Amber to steal, or does he have a way to steal some Amber to get back under the Jammer Pack? Does he have the Grabber Jammer to come into play off Speed Sigil to capture 1, increase the key cost by 1? So right now, key cost for Sean is 8. He's at 10. So he'll need a way to get rid of a couple, at least 3 at least right now. But doesn't look like it's an obvious choice right now for James. Or maybe he has a couple options on which way to go. Does he allow that second key to get forged and continue pushing for his key to win the game? Or does he try to slow Sean down? Does he have the option even? He has 4 Mars creatures in play. He can get some Mad Reaps, some fights, some bolters going off again. He has 3 Logos in play, so he can get some Reaps off that. He can get Brain Eater fighting and drawing some cards, digging for what he's looking for, if he even cares. What does he have in hand, though? He's going Logos. So he's playing Library Access. There's Effervescent Principle. He drew into it. It's not looking good for Sean now. So Effervescent Principle will get him a card off of Library Access. Sean is now down to 5. Key cost is 8, so that is off check for sure. Positron Bolt wipes Sean's board, gets an Amber for James here. He'll draw a card off Library Access. And Escotera will get 1 Amber since Sean had an Amber, or Key Forged. And he'll draw a card off that. Dr. Escotero does come into play ready off Speed Sigil. And he does 4 Reaps. That's interesting. I would have done the Brain Eater fight off the hop just to try to get that card draw, but I mean, then there's a risk you don't get the Amber off the play either. So he shoots up to 8. Let's declare his check, passes it over to Sean, and that looks like it's it. Sean shakes hands over. So congrats to James on that win. And like I said, thanks to both players for playing on camera. That was a cool game. Definitely could have gone either way depending on what James drew into there. But man, thank you to everyone that donates on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel, the link is in the description below. Thank you for being here watching. Thank you to everyone that supports us, like I said, on Patreon. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be happening. I got lots more KeyForge coming up on the channel. So like I said, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.